I'm live for the very first time. I don't know how it's gonna go, but I might as well do it real quick because I had to wait the little 24-hour period, and so now I'm just gonna sit here and talk for a moment. So I'm drinking my little ashwagandha tea, and that's something I could talk about for that I always say that I'm going to talk about. I always say I'm going to start talking about herbs and essential oils and things like that. But that's the beautiful thing about going live is that I can just talk about what comes to my mind, and so I'm gonna talk about my tea. So ashwagandha is in, I believe it comes from India, and it's primarily grown in India. It's a spiritual type of herb or what have you, which everything is spiritual. So everything, every living thing, every creation is spiritual. So, but the thing is, with ashwagandha, it can positively affect your mood. So, say for instance, this kind of tea, this herb is a mood regulator. So you can say if you get a lot of anxiety and things. Now, let me say the disclaimer that I am none of this medical advice at all whatsoever. It's just me just saying my own opinion, my experience with things. And so this particular tea or this particular herb, I have found that it does have a positive effect on my mood. It keeps me very, very calm. I didn't even take a sip right now, but when I first started doing videos, recordings, I always had ashwagandha in my cup. And it used to, if I felt any nervousness or anything like that, it just counteracted that. So I suggest, well, no, I'm not giving medical advice, but like what I could say is I suggest for people to look into is the positive effect that ashwagandha could have on you. Some people use it to try to go to sleep and things like that. And I see a lot nowadays of them creating like say like gummies with different kind of herbs in it, and ashwagandha is one of them. But for me personally, once you taking something out of its natural, more natural form, it's you could have you could why not just go to the source, you know? So why not just grow ashwagandha or get you some dry ashwagandha leaves, organic, and make a tea out of it, or you could buy tea, or they even have like tinctures, or you could get like kind of like will be like a essential oil with a dropper. You can get ashwagandha like that, and it does have an odd taste um, when you get it in that form. It has a strong odd taste, but that's just something. So I wonder if I did have somebody in a room with me, how I would see their chest. That's what. Oh, let me say, boom. All chats are visible. Moderation helps everyone feel safe. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I ain't doing all that. All right. So I'm gonna leave it at that. And one day when I do have someone join me, if they do speak or make a comment, I believe I will be able to see it. So anyway, all right. So can you hear the birds chirping and everything? I'm in the backyard. My favorite place to be, and my people's out here. My people's where you at, me and you at, in the front, in the back, killer bees on attack, always. So you got the birds and the, yeah, they out here. So, oh, all right. One thing I'm gonna say real quick. is that yesterday I made a video about, oh, look at you, look, my young boy, look. I don't know how old you are, but um, I I'm glad. Thank you for joining me. That's very encouraging that you joined me. Yep, I said I was going to do it. I followed through. I also said I was going to record my poem. It's more like a little rap, little old school rap. And I'll probably once my children get home from school and I get them settled, I might come back out here and record it if I feel that. So but for now I'm just talking. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, young boy. That's all I'm gonna say. You my young boy. That's all I'm gonna say. So, look, yesterday, I'm gonna expand on what I was talking about yesterday in that video that I titled "Peace or War, You Choose," right? Because there was a few other things that came to mind. So, what's up, Birdie? One thing that I was like, one thing I really want to stress is that I'm not looking for war with anyone. I never have. I never have been looking for war or anything. And I will try to keep the peace, still. It kind of, from the way it could be looked at by what I was saying, was like, yo, it's on, it's war. Like, who the want what? Like, no, it's not like that. But it's just, I'm just more embracing the fact, like, I have the ability and the gift to mediate and to calm people down. You know, that's something that happens with me. A gift that I have. So I'm still going to remain that way. But it's just, I think it was more towards that I more understand my warrior side, and that my warrior side don't have to go nowhere. Like, my warrior side is here for a reason. So that is more what I'm saying. Like, it's peace, but it's peace or war. You be the judge. That's all I'm saying. And so that's that. So what else? So let me see. You still there? I don't even know how to say your name, because it'd be like education, I believe. Wait till it. All right, let me look back at your comments. See, I don't know how it say live chats. All messages are visible. Live chat. All messages are visible. Oh, all right, there we go. All right. So yeah, MME All right. So MME educating. So I'm gonna just call you MME. So what you say? Laugh out loud bills. What you mean by that? But MME educating. Yeah, I got that. But what you were saying when you were saying bills? Look, give me something to rap about. Right. Yeah. You got be true to yourself. Like, and one day I'll understand what that title means to you. It's like I could talk about Pretty Don the Wordsmith, where I got my name, or what happened with that. So, a family member of mine, I used to say my poetry to her and stuff like that. And this was a few years ago. This was right before I started recording on YouTube. And um, she had just said to me one day, she just be in awe sometimes at my poems, at my poetry, and she's very supportive. And I said a poem to her, and it like blew her mind. And then she's like, you are just a wordsmith. You are just a regular wordsmith, right? So when I went to go make my YouTube account, well, I already had the account, but when I went to go start recording, I'm like, what name am I going to choose? And so at first, so I was like this. I think a good strategy is to put some type of catchy something that will, when somebody sees the name, it might make them curious or make them want to click. So my first thing was like Pretty Dime. It just came to me. I was like, Pretty Dime, what's on my mind? That was what it was gonna be. All right, I'm gonna look back at, I'm gonna look back at, yeah, I see that. I see that about your title, like an attribute kind of in a way. So I'm going to look into that. But so yeah, I was like, what's a catchy name that's gonna make people look? So I said, Pretty Dime. What's on my mind was what my first name was gonna be, because I was like, I'm gonna be saying what's on my mind, and I said Pretty Dime. What that's gonna do is it's gonna bring it's make might make somebody curious, like males and females, because when they see Pretty Dime, they like, number one, it's like for guys, they you know how y'all are sometimes, you just might just click on that. So that may have brought you to me. But in the female, be like, Pretty Dime, like, let me see what she look like. So I figured that was a good little thing just to get somebody here. And then once you hear, that's when you can see what's up here, what we really doing, what we really talking about. It ain't about no type of shallow nothing over here. So, but that is why. But then I ended up switching because I was like, Pretty Diamond's on my mind. I don't know about that. And then it just clicked like ding, ding, ding. I remember Miss So and so said the wordsmith. So I just put that together, and that's where my name came from. So that's that. But let me tell you something else real quick. That something I realized not too long ago, because I do feel like I do have another spiritual gift, excuse me, of seeing things, like seeing things. That, like people tell me that all the time, like close people to me, like they'll come to me years later and be like, "Yo, you was saying that in the '90s. Like, how did you know? Like such and such." So I do believe that I do have a gift of seeing to some extent, you know. And so back when I was a teenager, it was a time where I studied with the Nation of the Gods and the Earths, the Five Percenters, and you choose your attribute, as far as your name. And how you doing, brother? Thank you for stopping by. So I choose my attribute back then, and what I chose was Basira Divine Earth, right? And I was like, what, 14 years old maybe? I think I was 14. So the attribute I chose was Basira Divine Earth. And so I didn't remain in the 5%, the 5% nation, for a long period of time. I still was finding my way, and I was on like a search of, this was when I was thinking that, it's a religion, like what's the religion I'm supposed to be in, so I was on a search. And so that was one of my stops along my religious journey. And it's respect to the gods and the earths always, right? But so I fell off of that attribute and that name. I never carried that on for years. It probably was like a good 2 years. And so recently I was reflecting, and it just came to me about Basira, divine earth used to be my attribute. So I looked it up, and I looked up the meaning of Basira, and it meant seer. It meant seer. And that just blew my mind. I said, I probably knew that back then when I chose it. What's up, Crucial? So I probably knew that when I chose it back then, but I didn't know like I know now. I said, now what's the odds that I chose an attribute like Basira, and then in time I end up feeling like I really do have a gift in that regard to some extent. So that was just something else I just wanted to share. But yeah, y'all, the lessons that I learned with the 5%ers. Just keep in mind, I was like 14 years old. The science and the math, psh, the knowledge is all there. Like it's real. It's nothing that I saw that I came across that I would turn around and be like, no, they that wasn't true. That was wrong. It was science. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to stay long. I'm glad that everybody stopped through. Yes, universal law, absolutely. Like, that's the thing, right? What I found in my spiritual journey all the way back then when I was a teenager, when I was on my search that I'm telling you, I ended up coming to the conclusion that all of the religions, they had the same basic principle. The basic principle was, if you could even put it down to, do unto others as they would do unto you, as you would have them do unto you, or treat people right, be righteous. You know what I mean? That was like the bottom line across all the religions that I explored. Everybody is up in arms against each other, like always looking to disprove the next one, or be like, they're wrong because this, or they're wrong because that, y'all not gonna make it, or y'all not right. It's the whole judgment part into it. But it's like, to me, I was 16 years old when I determined, I said, you know what? I think that separation of the righteous, the people that have it in their heart to yearn to be righteous or live a more righteous life, that separation, I believe, is actually wicked and of the enemy. You know what I'm saying? I peeped that when I was 16. I said, you ain't gonna fool me today. That's what I came to. And then that's when I stopped putting a label on my religion and making like a choice and be like, I am this religion. I'm a believer. I believe in the Most High. I believe in the Creator. And but then when it comes to all the separate religions, I don't knock them. I don't knock them. Like, if that is something that helps you improve your life and everything like that, and if you the type of person that you needed to be, you need somebody to lay down the rules for you and to give you some type of discipline if you disobey the rules or whatever like that, if that helped you in your life, so be it. But if it's holding you back from true spiritual understanding and a true relationship with the Most High for yourself, then I feel for you on that. And I hope, that you come to an understanding and a relationship with the Most High Himself, and know that you don't need no go between. It ain't no, he not hearing you. You gotta go through this person, or you gotta do this certain thing, or he ain't messing with you. Like, if you don't come to that understanding, like, man, that's a blockage. That's a blockage in that direct relationship that we have, man. Yeah, absolutely. Everything y'all saying, yeah, that's the point. Like, say when you even talking about any of the holy. So, say for instance, you talking about the Bible, right? Then you got so many people that's arguing over, what this mean, or did this really happen, or did that really happen? When, if you just take, period, yes, crucial. If you just take the message that was there, then like, if you get the message, then you don't have to say like, did it really happen in real life, and stuff like that. What's the point of the story being in there? Did you get the point of the story? You know what I mean? And I feel like, yeah, that's a big that's another yeah, MME, Crucial. That's my guy, man. Crucial, you don't, let me see, Crucial. I'm gonna tell you back. I first started listening to you way back when I first got on YouTube, and I was real heavy into battle rap, and that's how I first started listening. I remember one time you had some type of like a text battle with a war or something like that, right? But it was back in those days. I was watching you all the way from back then. You don't even know, do you? But I was like, the thing that happened that made me start staying with you, like paying more attention to you, Cause like the first couple times I was on there, you was talking about battle rap, but then you was dropping some knowledge, some jewels. I was like, hold up, this boy know what he talking about. This boy got some other type of knowledge going on here, and you always cover it up and be like, I'm just playing, I'm just, cause to keep it where you had to keep it. But yeah, I've been rocking with you for. Look, you said I smoke a word. I don't remember that part. Like I didn't remember like the results or what I thought or whatever. But I wouldn't doubt your abilities. All right, look, y'all. All right, so I'm gonna talk about battle rap real quick, cause what you were talking about on your channel, MME, when you were talking about how the bloggers at this time are not really, they not telling why they judged a battle a certain way. They're not getting into it like they kind of on a political type level and all that stuff. Like, you didn't say that exactly, but let me just tell you that what I want to say about the bloggers, right? And just they're all a part of this system right now. It's like when all right. All right, let me get to this. The number one flaw that I feel like with when it comes to battle rap is, first of all, people thinking that it's not, what's the word, objective. When you want to say you make your own choice, like they want to say this person won or that person won, and that's a fact. And like if you say no, I don't believe that this person won, then no, you wrong. There's no way that this person won. Like blah 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 blah, this that and that. Well, how you gonna tell somebody who won to them? Like it's your opinion. It's saying of it just points to the fact of this world and how everybody is like in herd mentality and like sheep mentality, like that this is right, this is wrong, this is good, this is bad. If you against that grain, then you're wrong, and that's it. Period. So that's just a little. I agree to be subjective as if it's objective. Look, I used to have a strong grasp on vocabulary and stuff like that, but throughout the years, through not using it and not really reading that much, a lot of times I'll be shaky on, oh, which one was it? It'll be at the tip of my tongue. So thank you for that. But yeah, you already know, brother. So anyway, all right, that's just a couple little things I was going to talk about. I think I am about to record my poem. Um, I'm gonna check on I'm gonna check on my girls first, and then I am going to come back and yo, oh, crucial, yo, listen, man, and MME, yo, this is my thing, right? On YouTube, like I really feel like this is my purpose. I woke up in the middle of the night and God told me to make a YouTube channel, like back in the beginning of the whole virus situation. And I did it. I woke up in the middle of the night and I made it. You know what I mean? So this was never about me trying to get on here and blow or me trying to get on here and da 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 da. Like that's never what it was about. But it was times where along this journey and stuff like that, I wasn't being 100% authentic because I uh, I was thinking that I wanted my channel to grow. What do I have to do for my channel to grow? I don't want to chase people away. I don't want to say this or say that and then people leave. So I used to walk like a line with that, but that's over with. Like now in this where I am now in my journey, like I understand I was given this purpose. I was told to do this, and so it's supposed to be me, authentic me all the way through. It's like you take it or leave it. If you don't feel it or it chase you out, then you weren't meant to be here. You know, spirit, creativity, definitely like to collaborate with it. Yeah, y'all. Look, y'all. That's what this time is about right now. Everybody is linking up, like tribe is linking up. The chosen ones are being brought together, and even that term chosen ones, will run people away sometimes because they think it's some type of vanity to that, or what have you. But and that's on them, if it rubbed them the wrong way. But I believe when they always said real recognize real, chosen ones recognize chosen ones as well, and we're being drawn together at this time. And so it's going to be much collaboration, because it's just who we are. Like, it's happening naturally because that's part of this flow to bring in the new, and to bring things back in balance, and to help raise the vibration and things like that. So yeah, oh yeah, it's definitely right. It's definitely right. And we all in different places in our journey. You know what I mean? And we respect that and accept that. You know what I mean? We not coming from a place of judgment. Like, it is what it is. Like, and so I think that that's awesome too. And so let me see. So yeah, y'all, this next poem that I'm about to come out with, it's a little rap, right? It's a little old school rap, and it's called "Uh-Oh." And I'm gonna just tell you the first little line so you get an idea how it's gonna be. It go, I heard something. I got groundhogs out here, so I was making sure. But I ain't scared of them. I'm telling you, nature mess with me. Like, nature recognize me more than humans do. So the groundhog, he come out here sometime. He'll hobble up. He look at me. I'll be like, "What's up, man? Go ahead." And he'll end up hobbling, go under the junk, go back in his little hole or whatever. I'm telling you, all that fear. I used to have extreme fear of bugs, animals, all that stuff. But all of that is gone. You know what I mean? All of that is gone. It's like they really mess with me. Like, I talk to them like a wasp or a bee or something like that, even fly up and stuff. I'm like, man, go ahead. And they just go. They don't come messing with me, nothing like that. It's really true. And so you talking about I used to have a paralyzing fear of bugs. So that showed me right there. Once that started happening, I started realizing, like, it's a new day. Like, it's a new day. So, but yeah, all right. So I'm gonna just tell y'all this little preview of my new. It's a poem, but it's just gonna come out in rap form because that's just how it came out. But it's a little old school rap form. So it's called "Uh-Oh," right? Uh-oh, they in trouble now cause I'm walking in my purpose. Uh-oh, they in trouble now cause I'm walking in my purpose. Uh-oh, they in trouble now cause I'm walking in my purpose. Uh-oh, they in trouble now cause I live a life of service. Then I'm not even gonna say the rest. I was just about to get into the bars. But yo, I'm gonna do it real soon. Soon as I make sure that I got like 3 or 5 minutes to record, I'm probably gonna go under my tree over there. My tree named Sonny. I'm gonna go under and look, even that Sonny. I got a tree in my backyard and I named him Sonny. And it's like when I got to this house, I had an old head who lived in my old neighborhood. He was an old head, and he passed. But he didn't pass before I left, right? He during Now this is one quick story I'm gonna tell y'all, then I'm gonna go, right? But Mr. Sonny, that was my old head. He lived on a block. I don't like to say my location, but I think y'all might know my location. But I was in the hood in my city. He was a mean old grumpy old man. Like, people, like, he was grumpy, you know. But he rocked with me, so I used to go talk to him. And he wasn't even trying to be my friend. I always a bust up and be like, "Mr. Sonny, what's up, Mr. Sonny?" He was like, "What's going on?" So for years, we got closer and closer to the point where I would sit on a porch with him, stuff like that. And I watched him from the time of this whole virus, John, right? He was thorough. He was an old head. He was in his 80s. He used to go to church. He had a real nice Jeep commander. He dressed sharp when he go to church, all this, right? And when that happened and he started being in the house and he was fearful and all that stuff like that, I watched him before my eyes deteriorate and go into Alzheimer's, dementia. He got weak. Like it was a lady taking care of him who was a family member of his, and that was the only person he used to see. He was scared to talk to me. He'd be talking to me out the window. I'd be like, Mr. Sonny, you gotta get some fresh air. You gotta come out here and get some fresh air. Like, so eventually he did eventually start coming back on the porch and stuff. So I would come talk to him and stuff like that. But I'm not gonna get into the situation of about his caretaking situation. I didn't like it. I didn't like it, and I saw him change from a real strong man to a weak, fearful type of man. Oh man, I don't like it. But so I end up moving, and I went and talked to him before I moved. I showed him the house and all of that stuff, and so I left. And so then I checked up on him. I checked because I had a family member of his works at my job, and they told me that his family had gotten him and moved him to another state. And so I was so happy about that because I was worried. I was worried. I was concerned about him because that was my guy, right? And then right soon after that, like within 6 months after he moved, he passed away, or whatever. And so, but I'm glad that he at least got to leave or whatever. So anyway, this tree at my house, when I when I moved here, and I was like, I'm gonna name that tree, and he hadn't passed at that point, but that's what I named that tree, Sonny. And so that's my tree, Sonny, right there. So when I do my whenever you see me with the tree in the background, that's Sonny. So, all right, y'all. Y'all still there? I don't know. Yeah, salute. Yeah, the old head, yo. You talking about thorough, like he was something else, man. That boy was something else. He was funny, man. He was real funny. And he well known in the neighborhood. I don't know. Nah, I'ma stop. I'm not gonna be so hesitant to say where I am or where I'm from or nothing like that no more. I'm not gonna do that. I'm still always gonna be cautious with the way I step, but and I always say, it's a lot of crazy people out here, stuff like that. But I am protected, and I'm not going to be showing my whereabouts at this time. But I'm from Philadelphia. That was in North Philly. So in North Philly, he's very well known from around 25th and Master. 25th and Master. Anybody know about that area? They probably gonna know Mr. Sonny because he probably lived in that house 80 something years, and yeah, he know all the peoples and stuff like that. So anyway, y'all, yeah, Cruz, yeah, I sound like I'm from Philly to a point, but I lived so many other places that Hey girls, is that y'all? Hey y'all. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna get them settled, and I'm gonna come back and do. I don't know, y'all. It's coming. Thank you so much for hanging with me, man. I'm gonna be on here on live. Like I'm gonna try to go around 11:30 on a daily basis, throw in a little 15 minutes, or if not, it'll be after 3:30, and that's what I'm gonna try to do more often. Oh, really? You thought I was from down south? I did live down there though. I did live down there. I lived down there. I was in the service, so I lived in Virginia for several years, and then I lived in Florida for about 3-4 years, or whatever, down underneath Tampa in the country, a little place. I ain't gonna say where. Oh, they recommended my live, y'all. They messing with me on the algorithm. All right. So thank y'all. Respect. I know. Just bear with me. We gonna be chilling on here, yo, and I'm gonna be popping in y'all lives. I'm gonna be more out there, be more outside when I can. I just gotta stay focused though on my spiritual journey. Like that's the most important thing, and so I gotta watch my vibration so much. So it's like, okay, as long as it's vibing right, then I'm gonna be there for what I'm feeling at that moment. But if I gotta pull out, go meditate, go do whatever, that's what I'm gonna do too. Yeah, that's what we all gonna do. So when we can, we be there for each other. We pop in, show love, and all the collabs and all that stuff, that's gonna come well. I know that's right. So all right, y'all. Look, I don't even know how to end it, but I'm about to. All right, peace or war, your choice. But I know it's peace with my guys. All right, y'all.